Hello, welcome guys to another video of series Hobbyist, and this is the part 2 of the animation series that I started. So in previous video of this series we saw how to add basic 4 types of animation to an object, and now we are going to go in detail of animation pane. So let's get started. In a new slide, let's first draw few objects on which we are going to apply the animation. And from the animation tab, you open the animation ribbon and add few animations to it. These were the 4 basic type of animations that can be added to an object: entrance, emphasis, exit, and motion paths. So let's add something from the entrance. So I have added wheel, and I'll add a couple of more animations to it. I'll emphasize it. I'll fill it with some color, and then I'll make its exit by bouncing. Okay, so now I've added 3 animations, and I can click on animation pane to keep track of all the animations that I've added to it. And basically we are going to go in detail about animation pane this time. So first of all, it shows all the animation that you have added to an object. So once you select the object, all the animation associated with gets highlighted, and the number on the left of the object shows it'll all the animations that are associated to it will be happening on the clicks 1, 2, 3. And as you can see, first animation will happen on a mouse click depicted by a mouse just on the left of the animation type of animation. And suppose, as you can see, if I make this animation start with previous, then you can see it has only 2 numbers, but on the 2 these are cascaded. You can see a cascaded window, so it's saying basically 2 animations going to happen on the second mouse click. Okay, so that was how the system here it is. And these things, these green, orange and red, they are basically on a timeline, the scale of which you can see here from 0 seconds to, we can increase it. So this is, we have a timeline. Now once we have added animation to it, we can click on animation to modify it. For example, I click on this entrance effect that we added that was of wheel type. When I right click on it, we see these options, and they are classified by this line. So on top of this line we have the properties related to the animation, to the timing of the animation, like when it's going to start. Will it start on a click, on a mouse click, or a keyboard button, or with previous animation, or start after previous. So since this is the first animation of the slide, I'll start it at 0. Now on second animation, I can start it on a click, so it will happen whenever I click it, or I can start with previous. So when I set it on previous, both have the start time of 0 seconds. I can start this one as also as a start with previous. Now here we go. If on this exit option I select start after previous, so it's just moved by the amount when these animations are ending. So it's ending on 2 seconds and it is starting on 2 seconds. This is how it is. But the thing I found useful here is start after previous is not always very useful, because that doesn't give you flexibility to go beyond. If you want to modify it later on, you just don't have flexibility. So I always keep animations start with previous, because that gives me flexibility to move partially in between. So while this emphasis is going on, you can start your exit animation. And since this start with previous gives me flexibility to modify it easily, I prefer this one. Before we go further, I want to tell you guys that this is a typical timeline of doing animations. So if you're not conversant with animation at all, So learning animation in PowerPoint is quite easy, and basically this is everywhere you go, you do animation, you find uh, such kind of windows where you have timeline and various properties that are animating over time. So this is a basic of every animation, so it's very good to learn it in PowerPoint. And one more thing that you saw me doing here is I can increase the duration of customize the duration of the length of the animation that will go on for, and so that. Okay, now we'll explore other four options. These three were for timings, and these are the fours. Last one is remove. I can remove the animation, as simple as it is. Now above that is hide advanced timeline. So the things you were seeing was the timeline, and we just hided it. So show advanced timeline, that's it. Now there are two things, effect option and timing. So let's see timing first. On this timing, basically those three options that we just learned, they are coming here. Start with previous, on click, and after previous. And we can delay it by some seconds, duration, and repeat. So other than these three, only this one, for this one we require to open this window. Otherwise we can modify this start time and end time from here. We can modify the duration from here. The only thing we need timing option is just to repeat it, because if you want to repeat it 2 times, you just click it 2, 4, and like that. And there is one more option, rewind when done playing. So we can check it and it will keep on rewinding it, not repeating it but rewinding it every time it is playing during the repeat duration. Okay, and we can add triggers. That's a bit advanced, I'll tell you later on. So that was for timings. Now come to the effect option. Basically effect option and timing are both a tab of a single window, so you can switch it from here also. Effect options is about the effect that we have added. So you might remember that I have added an emphasis effect on this object that was to change color, fill color. So it has few properties. It just has, and every animation has different properties here, because for example if you click on this, that was the wheel, so it will has different effect options. It has spokes, how many spoke of the wheel will be there, like that. So, and when you do animation on text, we have another tab here for text animation, but here is none, so we don't go here. So every effect has a different effect options in it. So we cannot look all the effects option, but this is the whole concept of it. So fill color, so I can start right now it's blue, I can fill color it to say orange, that's by default. Style will be this one, and smooth start and smooth end are the two most important parameters that are found in most of the effects. That is how the start of the animation will be. So it won't suddenly start, or it won't suddenly smooth. Right now it's smooth start is 0 and smooth end is 0, but I can increase it. I can increase it also, but you'll see, because as I'm increasing smooth end, basically it's like a graph. Let me draw you a graph for you so that becomes easy. Smooth start is like your velocity is going up like this. From 0 it's not suddenly increasing to the maximum, rather it's going smoothly. Likewise on the end side, your velocity from higher value will not go to 0 directly, it will have a smooth transition. So that's what these things are referring to. So you can add smooth start and smooth end for a better like acceleration and deceleration kind of effect. So here it is. So now let's see how I've placed the animations. This is overlapping with this emphasis, and after a while this will exit. So let's see how it looks like. I click once, it's coming up, it's changing color, then after a few seconds it will bounce and exit from the slide. It's bouncing and exiting from the slide. So basically this is the whole concept of animation pane. And then there are things like you can move up and down, but there is no point of doing emphasis when it's already exiting, and like that. So basically this is the whole concept of it. I hope you got the concept. And this window, this is standard. If I another, let me add another object, and I apply a few animations on it, random bars, and then I added this emphasis effect. So both, as you can see, on first mouse click, all these three animations will cascade. They are cascaded here, and they'll happen. And then on second mouse click, this will appear, and on third mouse click, this will emphasize. Now I can again, as my favorite option is start with previous. It gives me start with previous, give me option to customize it. So now you can move it anywhere I want it based on the timeline, because working in timeline is more convenient than working through the values in a window. So this is the whole concept of it. Now the first object is selected, you can see the relevant animation associated with it. And on the second object, you can see the animations associated with it. So this is it, guys, for the animation. Hope you enjoyed it, and please leave any comments if you need any more videos on any other thing related to PowerPoint. Okay, thanks for watching.